We're going to pull back the curtain on that invisible network that brings the world, well, right to your doorstep. We're diving into the high-stakes job of a transportation agent, one of the real unsung heroes of global logistics.
I mean, have you ever really thought about it? You click Buy Now online, and a few days later, a package just shows up. It honestly feels like magic, but behind that super seamless experience is this massive, complex world of human-led planning.
And nope, it's not all just automated systems and conveyor belts. Right at the very heart of this whole process, there's a human expert, someone making critical decisions, every single minute just to make sure your package gets from point A to point B without a hitch.
And that expert? Well, that's the transportation agent. They are the strategic thinkers, the problem solvers. Really, they're the conductors of the entire shipping symphony.
So, to really get what this role is all about, we're going to follow a persona we'll call Bettina. By kind of shadowing her for a typical day, we'll get to see exactly how she turns a simple customer order into a package that's actually on its way.
All right, so Bettina's day kicks off with what you could call a digital flood. A whole wave of new orders is coming overnight, and this is pretty much the raw material she's going to be shaping for the rest of her day.
Each one of these orders is represented by something called a freight unit. Now, the easiest way to think about a freight unit is just as a single digital to-do item. Each one represents a unique shipment that needs a plan and needs to get moving.
So where do all these to-do items come from? Well, they're generated from every part of the business. A customer makes an order, boom, that's a sales order. The company buys supplies, that's a purchase order. Even just moving stuff between your own warehouses creates a stock transport order, and every single one of them lands in Bettina's queue, demanding a plan.
Okay, now we get to the core of Bettina's job, taking that chaotic list of to-dos and turning it into a smart, efficient master plan. This is where her strategic skills really have to shine.
This is her fundamental workflow. She starts by bunching individual to-do items into a single shipment. That's called a forwarding order. From there, it's like a giant puzzle. What's the fastest route? Who's the cheapest carrier? She has to go out and get quotes, weigh all the options, and then finally calculate the total cost and the price. Every single step is a critical decision that really impacts the bottom line.
So, here's the crucial point in all this. Bettina isn't just a scheduler plugging things into a calendar. She is a strategist. Her whole goal is to find that perfect balance between speed, safety, and cost for every single thing that leaves that warehouse. That is a huge responsibility.
But wait, it gets even more complex. A great plan isn't nearly enough if it isn't legal and safe. So the next critical layer of Bettina's job is making sure every single shipment complies with this maze of rules and regulations.
And the stakes here, they're incredibly high. If a shipment has hazardous materials, one wrong keystroke could lead to a really serious accident. If it's crossing a border, a missed customs check could mean massive delays and absolutely crippling fines. This isn't just paperwork. These are critical safety nets with serious, real-world consequences.
Okay, so the plan is smart, and it's compliant. Now it's time for the final step. Bettina closes the loop on all the paperwork and officially gets the shipment ready to hit the road.
This is it, the final handoff. She creates the settlement document, that's how the company gets paid. She generates the bill of lading, which is basically the shipment's official passport, and she finalizes the freight order, which gives the carrier their exact instructions. Once those 3 documents are done, her work on the shipment is complete. It is officially on its way.
And that's really the magic here, isn't it? Bettina has taken this chaotic flood of requests and, just through her expertise and precision, has produced a single, clear, actionable plan. She literally transforms chaos into motion. That's the power of a great transportation agent.
So Bettina's plan is now in the hands of the carrier, and the package is on its way. But her plan is just the start of the journey. What happens next? What new challenges, with weather, traffic, all of it, will that shipment face out there in the real world? Well, that's a question for another explainer.